Power to the truth. This is Pita de Aztlan. I got Peter S. Lopez, transmitting from Sacramento, California. We are on a collision course to extinction. Think about it. Do you think we have tried to, we meaning people who want to see change, who want to see liberation, who want to see global revolution, who want to see a transformation, who want to see the toppling of the American empire. But the way we are going now, we are on a collision course to extinction. And I'm not sure if I need to review to you the reality that we are living in, the reality. Not the imaginary New Age lie about how we're all one and we're not all one. We're in divided states. Divided states. We're divided in so many ways that it threatens our existence as people on the planet. That we are one humane race of humanity. And in terms of ethnic identity, I consider myself a Chicano native de Aztlan. What's Aztlan? Aztlan is A-Z-T-L-A-N, is the U.S. Southwest, which was once northern Mexico. And the apathy of the people, say in the USA, is a major social disease. People have apathy because of fear, because of a sense of powerlessness, or they feel they don't have any power to change their situation, to transform their situation, so they accept it as it is. And to say that we create our own heaven or our own hell is not enough. If we think we're in hell, then we need to change it. We need to create the conditions that will foster harmony, peace, tranquility. And to raise consciousness, we use words. W-O-R-D-S. We use words and images. And we learn by listening, by reading, by conversing with other people, by studying, and by interacting with our environment. We need to trust our psyche. Another word for psyche is soul. Bugler tobacco. We need to legalize marijuana. Though I don't do dope, I don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke weed. Because I need to have a clear mind. And when we trust our soul, then when we express ourselves, we're not worried about being politically correct. We're not worried about offending the fragile sensitivities of people. We are exercising our freedom of speech, our right to communicate, our right to complain, our right to bitch, our right to share. And we need to trust our soul. The great human mind is way overrated. You know, we have such a marvelous mind collectively. Why did 25,000 people plus die from hunger-related issues such as malnutrition? We get malnutrition, say our immune system lowers. We become more susceptible to sickness and disease. So it's all connected. And I'm here in this overpriced room at the Shasta Hotel, owned by Jon Stewart, which is it's the ripoff. So we need to see that we are here now, and we need to, in a way, get brainwashed. We need to clean our minds of all the lies we have been fed. Clean our brains of all the false assumptions. Clean our brains of all the negativism that we have been raised in. We have been raised in a sick, toxic society. At least here in the USA. I wasn't raised in Disneyland. I wasn't raised in Disneyland. I was raised in a patriarchal, racist, sexist, twisted society. And we can even question, is this really a society, or is it just a collection of talking monkeys? I still love people. The many times they get on my nerves, especially when they do not know themselves. They don't study. They're not aware of their basic character defects. And so when they don't work on self-improvement, on lessening their shortcomings. So people argue about politics and all this stuff about Trump being a chump, which he is. Trump is a demon. Satanic. So we need to go beyond politics. Comprehend that politics is war without bloodshed. So we use the power of the word. We use videos and other ways. And nowadays, many people do not even bother to read. When was the last time you read a hard copy book? Think about it. How many people are illiterate? They can't read or write. They're functional illiterates. We might be able to put an X on their signature, but not much beyond that. So when we trust our spirit, because our spirit is of the essence, the quintessence of who we are. When we trust our spirit, then we are more in tune with ourselves, with our quintessence, with our being, B-E-I-N-G. We are beings, not doings. If we keep going in the same direction that we're going now, we're going to end up there. And study, if you study about the environmental hazards that we face, with methane, the coral reefs, with global dangers that threaten all of humanity, then we see that it's not about, as the tyrant Trump says, America first. To hell with that. Earth first. If we don't help to save Mother Earth, there won't be an America. And it depends upon your situation. I am, in a way, I'm blessed because I'm on SSI, so I can pay my rent and buy food, provide for myself. I know other people can't because they're either homeless in the streets, or they're busy working, taking care of their families, watching their kids. Where are your kids? Do you know where your children are at? Do they check in with you? When I got older, I used to call my mom about every day. Funny just to say, how are you doing? I love you, I'm here doing so-and-so, and that was that. We are losing our children. Before we know it, they become teenagers. Then they get all caught up in that realm, and where they spend more time with their friends than they do with their family. Where they become disconnected from their parents. And we find out, well, so-and-so, my son or daughter got arrested for marijuana or something else. So we need to hold on to our children and continue to work with them as we work on ourselves, because many adults are screwed up. And children look at their parents, and if they're screwed up, and they go, what the hell? These are our parents. They're arguing, they're fighting, they're getting drunk, they're smoking crack, and these are our parents. So we need to, as parents, we need to set an example for our children, our offspring. And set an example for ourselves in order to raise our self-esteem, our self-respect, our self-confidence, and our capacity to change reality. If something is wrong in the world, don't just bitch and whine. Ask yourself, how can I change it? How can I influence it? How can I impact on it to help make it better? And do not accept what is as what is. Just let it go there. If someone is spouting racist crap, correct them. If someone is beating their wife, stop them. If someone is attacking their neighbor, stop that attack. And we need to be responsible, galactic citizens. Okay, galactic sounds too far out. Think about it. We live in Milky Way galaxy. I think by virtue of us being here, we have a responsibility to help the situation, to help cure ourselves and to help others. Whether it's a word of encouragement, a bowl of ramen, whatever you can. And we are all one family. And the whole concept of race is a social invention. There really are no separate races. Race is a social invention. And we got black, brown, yellow, white, 4 colors. And then we have ethnic differences. Then we have language differences. If you do not understand English, then maybe you cannot, or you can't understand what I'm saying here. Then we have religious differences. We need to combat the prejudice or prejudgment against Islam, Islamophobia, and even the prejudice or prejudgment against religion, against, say, Christianity. You have the right to believe what the hell you want. No one else can dictate to you what you should believe in or not. In fact, you have the right to not even believe in anything. Be a free, independent being. Think for yourself. Figure stuff out for yourself. You won't find it in a book or in a video or something external to you. You'll find it when you search deep within your soul. And your soul resonates with that truth of who you are. Do you know who you are? Do you know why you are here? Do you know what you want to do with your life? L-I-F-E. You can believe in reincarnation, or you can think this is just your one rodeo, and after this you're gone. abyss of death. Many people walk around, they got great fears, F-E-A-R-S. Perhaps the ultimate fear is the fear of death. So, in a way, it's a natural fear. And if this is life, death ought to be a snap. And we can believe that, and that word again, belief. We can believe that our consciousness survives our corporeal body after we expire. And if you caught the pattern, and people are born, they develop, they mature, and then they die. Have you caught that pattern yet? So I think knowing that at the rate we're going, we're on a collision course to extinction, we should live our lives as if they matter. All lives matter. Black lives matter. White lives matter. Native lives matter. All lives matter. At least to the people who are living those lives. Life is a precious gift bestowed upon us by the Creator. So live your life so that it means something. Don't just be another zombie. Don't just be another clone. Be yourself. Know who you are. And even if we become extinct, which is within the realm of possibilities, we need to live our lives as if they matter. And try to find as much meaning, M-E-A-N-I-N-G, meaning and purpose in our lives. For me, it's to evolve and help others as I can. Someone asks me on the street, "You got any change?" I might say, "No, I don't have any free money." But maybe you yourself need to change. And that change can't be given out of my pocket. That change you must consciously seek for yourself. Try to control your character defects. Greed, sloth, jealousy, hatred, fear. Work on your shortcomings. Don't try to be perfect, because it's a fruitless idea trying to be perfect. Just try to progress on a daily basis, on an ongoing basis of a process of progression, where you progress in your life. Write a book. Be a book. Expand your consciousness. The universe is expanding. It's not contracting, it's expanding. If you notice, time seems to be going faster. There's more events happening within a period of time. ever before. Stuff happens in one day on Earth that might have took 1,000 years before. And in terms of government, we've lost control of this government. People, they're stupid if they say this is our government this and our government that. Our government bombed Syria, Yemen, etc. It's not your government. You don't control shit. You surely don't control this government. There's no democracy here, ruled by the majority. Even democracy has a fallacy where it can be dictatorship for the minority. So we have all these environmental, political, economic, cultural events going on that we're like rushing towards the edge of extinction. Without being conscious, without being aware, without giving a damn. Give me my tacos and give me another beer and hell with it. It's not a way to live. How do you live? Now think. Minds are meant to think with. And thought itself can be electrical. Where a feeling or an emotion can be magnetic. So in a way, we're electrical magnetic beings. B-E-I-N-G-S. We're not doings. It took me a long time to realize that I was a being, not a doing. Or I don't have to like constantly, do this or do that, or I'm lazy. How many people live their lives out working at jobs they hate? How many people waste so much time and energy doing stuff that really doesn't matter at all? But they're busy. They're busy. We're not bees, B-E-E-S. We're beings. Take the time to meditate. Go inside your soul. Go inside your mind. Find out who you are. What the hell do you want out of life? I believe we should be creative. We're creative beings of the Creator. Brainwash yourself. Think for yourself. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm an independent voter. We can argue about the relevancy of voting or not. It's just a way of kind of measuring the temperament and consciousness of people. We need to use all the tactics that we can to help transform reality. In a way to overthrow reality. Look at this reality now. We still got Leonard Peltier still in the cage. Leonard Peltier, remember him? Spends another day in a cage. Have all these organizations, all these movements, all these progressives, and we still cannot free Leonard Peltier. Peltier. What's wrong with that picture? What good is a movement? The movement we seek must be within your soul, within your consciousness. Do what you can to avoid extinction on a personal level and on a collective level. We must raise mass consciousness so we can avoid extinction as a species. Things really are that bad. What do you do with your time? What do you do with your energy? What do you do with your life? I'm just trying to stay alive. I'm trying to keep learning, keep growing, keep evolving, and keep developing. Keep sharing. I live my life the way I want it, the way I see it. Live your life. Life is meant to be lived. L-I-V-E-D. Live your life. Power to the truth, nada más.